guys, my name is Ronnie and welcome to my channel. This is my very first video, but we're gonna have a lot going on with my channel. One of the main things is I really want to talk more about mental health. We're also going to talk about fitness, we're going to talk about beauty, natural hair. There's a lot that's going to be going on with my channel. But first, I decided that it would be a lot of fun to kind of give you guys some fun facts about myself. That way you get to know me a little bit better. I'm actually going to break the 5 fun facts into 5 different videos, so kind of 5 mini story times almost. And then in between those, I'll kind of get more into the goal of my channel, which is to spread more awareness for mental health, give you guys some different aspects on healthcare in general, as well as fitness, hair, beauty, like I said, a whole array of different things. So like I said, let's go ahead and get started. I don't know if you guys have ever gone to like an orientation, or maybe you started a new job, or you've gone to camp or something where they ask you to come up with a fun fact about yourself. They'll usually say, state your name, state your major or your department or how old you are or something like that, and then state a fun fact. And I feel like the fun fact always trips someone up. I know it trips me up for sure. Some people are really good at it though. Some people are like, oh, I've been skydiving 3 times before, or I've got 26 different tattoos, or just something crazy, and I'm just sitting there like, I don't really know what to come up with. So I hate icebreakers like that where you come up with 5 fun facts, but I think that there is time and place for it, especially when you're trying to get to know a large group of people over more than just that day period. So yeah. So today I'm going to talk about my very first fun fact, and it's a little bit embarrassing, but my first fun fact is that my first kiss was actually when I was 14. So here's the situation behind it. I actually lied about my first kiss, kind of, sort of, kind of. So technically, my very first kiss was when I was in 1st grade. My mom actually got it on camera, which is really cute, but you know, 1st grade doesn't really count. So my first kiss was when I was 14, and this is what I mean when I say I lied about it. So there was this guy that I had a crush on for like a really long time, so that was like in elementary school or whatever, and when I got to high school or whatever, we ended up going back to the same school because I had moved a couple times in between, or not really a couple times, but a couple times in between, and long story short, we ended up at the same school. So I don't remember how it happened. I think one of my friends had told him that I had a crush on him or something, and just, you know, embarrassed my little awkward self, and we ended up talking or whatever, and we ended up texting actually first, and he asked me out. It was like really great, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe this is all like working out. Like this is like, it was like perfect, because you know, when you have a crush on someone for a certain amount of period of time and your crush actually likes you, you're like internally just getting all the little flutters and just feeling really great. So like I said, we ended up texting, and then he actually asked me to be his girlfriend. Now maybe like a day or so after that, while we were texting, he had asked me if I had ever kissed someone. Now, me being me, because I'm just like, okay, personally, I feel like when you're 14, everybody and their mom had their first kiss. That's not true at all, and actually I have friends who did not get their first kiss until they were like in college. So if you have never had your first kiss and you're watching this and you're like around the age that I actually got my first kiss, don't lie about it, 1, and 2, it's okay. It's really, really okay. Here's why. So me being my little awkward self and feeling like, okay, I need to tell him yes, because like I don't want it to be awkward, and I don't want him to feel like, oh, like you've never kissed anyone, because I was like, I'm already like really lame. Like I personally know that I am a lame person. I am who I am. And so I texted him back, and I'm like, yeah, like I've definitely like kissed people before, like yeah, like I did that like years ago, like just chalking it up, making it worse for myself. And so he's like, okay, cool, and I'm just like, okay, cool. And then like after that we talked about something different, so it didn't come up. Well, the very next day after that, it's so embarrassing. Okay, so the very next day after that, so when we had first started dating or whatever, even before we had technically started, he was kind of walking me to my bus, and then like basically after my friend had told him that I had a crush on him, he had started walking me to my bus, and it was really great and stuff. And so like we would always, like I would always get on my bus, but before we would hug or whatever. And so like that was cool with me, because like y'all, like I said, I'm very awkward. Okay, so but now we've had this conversation, so I'm just like, oh crap, I really hope he doesn't like try anything, because I wouldn't know what to do. Like, I know it sounds kind of silly, because I feel like most people are like, okay, if it's time to have your kiss, like you just kind of lean in and you kiss. But like me, being me, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, so like hopefully he don't try nothing. So we're just like talking or whatever, and he's like walking me to the bus, and then his friend like comes out of nowhere, right? His friend comes out of nowhere, and he's like talking to him, and like he's the guy that I was dating, he was like a really sweet guy. So even though his friend was there, he like didn't completely ignore me. He still was like talking to me and trying to like introduce me into the conversation, because like I said, I'm a little awkward. So he was like trying to ease me into the conversation, and then like he kind of like tried to shoo his friend away, but his friend like kind of didn't get the hint. So like we made it all the way to my bus or whatever. And so like I said, usually when, you know, it's time to go, it's like, okay, little hug, I'll see you tomorrow, like bye. But no, that's not what happened this day. And why? I feel like it would have went that way, but his friend was there, right? His friend was there. And so his friend like is like, you're not gonna give her a kiss? And I'm just like internally like, oh my god, like freaking out, like why would he say that? Like, why is this friend even here? He shouldn't even be here. Like these are the things that are running through my mind, because I'm like, he just like made this situation so awkward. And like before I could even like say anything, my crush like leans down, or I guess he's my boyfriend, but I still call him my crush, whatever. My crush, boyfriend, whatever he was, leaned down and gave me like a really quick peck on the lips. And so it was actually like a sweet first kiss. Like, you know, it wasn't like, I don't know, some people are like their first kiss was like making out. I'm just like, I don't know if I could handle that, especially like not in front of a bus full of all these other people. And I know at 14, like some people are like, they've done a lot, but like me at 14, I was like, no, very to myself. So that was, the peck was like perfect, but it also was like really awkward, because it's like I was not ready for it. And I know I should have kind of probably prepared, because we had just texted about it the day before, but I wasn't ready. And so like, you know, I smiled, I was like, okay, and like got my butt on the bus as fast as I possibly could, because I was like, this is so awkward and I just need to get on this bus like right now. So I got on the bus and you know, went home or whatever, and he ended up texting me, and he's like, hey, he said something along the lines of like, that was a nice kiss. And I'm like thinking to myself, that was a peck, but we're not gonna talk about it. Like, I played The Sims, I know there's like different levels to kisses, but we're not gonna talk about it. But like, it was a very sweet first kiss, and I was very happy that he didn't like take advantage of the kiss. And like, it just was funny to me though, because he was like, that was such a nice first kiss, and like had all the little like emoji faces, or not emojis, but like the, you know, back in the day when we didn't have like real life emojis, like people use the little like winky face or the little kissy face, yeah, whatever face he used. I think it was just a smile, but he used the face, and I was just like, oh yeah. And I'm like really like, I guess so, but I kind of was like hoping my first kiss would have kind of been like the Princess Diaries, and you know, the flip. And yeah, but he didn't know that that was my first kiss, and I still didn't tell him. Actually, the only person who knows that that's my first kiss is my boyfriend. Now you guys all know too, but like my current boyfriend knows that that was my first kiss, because I told him. He knows like all my awkward stories of when I was younger. Like, he just accepts me as the awkward adult I've turned out to be, but he understands because I explained my past and the things that I did, and he's just like, okay, it makes sense now. But yeah, no, it was like really sweet. And a couple days later, we actually went to the park, and like it was just me and him, because I love park dates. Those are like my favorite dates. So like if you're broke and you need something to do, like park dates are the world. So we went to the park or whatever, and it was actually raining that day. So I was like, oh my god, like I can't believe you came out here. It's like raining. Like, it wasn't bad until he got there. Like, it was like sprinkling a little bit. We're like, okay, well maybe the clouds are gonna go away, like we're good. And then it started pouring, and I was like, oh, because he like rode his bike to my park. And my park is like a 2-minute walk from me, but like he had to ride his bike, and I'm pretty sure it took him at least 15 minutes on the bike to get to me. So like I was like, oh crap, it's raining. And I was like, let's just go under, like there was a awning, or I don't know what you really call it, kind of like an awning or whatever for the school. So like we kind of went under there so he could like dry off, because like he had been like biking in the rain. And I was like, oh my gosh. Anyways, I was like, this is not a good day, this is not a good park date. And I should have probably just like invited him to like come play video games or whatever with me at my house, because like my brothers and everybody were there, so like it would have been cool. But I was like, no, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna chill at this park in the rain, because I was like, I really don't feel like going back out in the rain anyways. And so, you know, we talked or whatever, and we kind of hung out for like 30 minutes to an hour or whatever. And then, you know, I could tell it was still getting bad. I should have probably called my mom or somebody and said, hey, can you like take him home? He's got a bike and it's raining. But I didn't do that. No, I was apparently a rude little person. But no, we were about to depart. And so this is the first time that we were like by ourselves, basically. Like, we're not at school, so like nobody's walking around, like, you know, we're not with friends, we're not at some like student government meeting or like anything. Like, it's just like just us. And so I knew this time that kiss was gonna occur, and so I was ready, y'all. Let me tell you, I got ready that day because I was like, look, I know there's just only two of us that are gonna be at this park, and we've already had the peck, so like it's probably gonna be the peck again, but it's like just us, so it's gonna be like, huh, okay, right? So I'm sorry, y'all, I'm just a little yeah. But so he was about to leave or whatever, and then, you know, before that or whatever, he kind of like stopped me and he was like, hey, come here or whatever. And he like left, like had his hand out or whatever, and he like pulled me in, and then we like kissed, and it was like, it was longer than a peck, but it wasn't like making out or anything like that, but it was really nice. And so I like to think that that was the first kiss, you know, without his friend, but no, it was the awkward one beforehand. But either way, it was like really nice. So my fun fact is that I had my first kiss at 14, and so I know that some people, that's like, oh my gosh, you waited until you were 14, like, but to me, I'm like, you had your first kiss at 14? Like, one of my 14-year-old cousins told me right now that they already had kissed a boy. I'd be like, you did what? Excuse me? Like, what? No, you're being a little fast. But yeah, but no, it was really nice, and I'm really glad that like my first kiss wasn't like crazy. It wasn't like, even though it was awkward, it wasn't like, it could have been so much worse. It could have been really bad, and it wasn't. It was like really sweet. And then like the one after that was like really sweet. It's kind of funny because we actually ended up breaking up like 2 weeks later or whatever, because like me being in a relationship at 14 just did not work. Like, I was like, I can't like really do this. Like, my parents don't actually want me dating. My parents knew that I was like talking to him or whatever, but it was just like, it was just different. Like, my parents had rules. Like, I wasn't technically allowed to date until I was 16, and then even when I turned 16, they weren't really feeling it. So yeah, but it was good while it lasted. So yeah, that's it. So thank you for listening to my fun fact. I don't know if that's as fun for you guys, but I don't know, it's fun to me. So we will come up with my next fun fact in the next video, so stay tuned for that next week. This week you're actually going to get a little bit of information about mental health and or fitness. I haven't decided yet, but the video will be out soon. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming to my channel. Hit the like button if you like this video. Tell me down below, like, when did you get your first kiss, or have you already had your first kiss? And if you haven't, how old are you? Because I have friends who actually, like I said, they haven't had their first kiss until college, and so that seems a lot more normal to me now that I'm older. But I feel like when I was 14, I felt like, okay, like, you haven't had your first kiss until 14, like, what's going on with you? But I feel like it's more normal to have it at an older age, when you like can, like, I don't know, I just feel like it means a little bit more when you get a little bit older, sometimes, depending on the situations. But yeah, comment down below, let me know what you think. Like, when did you have your first kiss? Was it awkward? Was it sweet? Was it with your crush? Did you know it was coming? Did you place it in the bottle? Like, what was going on? Just let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.